What's happening, guys? Monty Martin is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it. So, guys, touching base with you again in respect to these Zara fragrances, as we like to do. And again, by the title, can you guess what I'm gonna say? So, I did a quick and I'm doing this literally now as I'm passing the store. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna go out my way to necessarily go and test these fragrances because who knows what to expect when I go there, and unfortunately, if I go there and I'm disappointed, they don't have it, or they want to tell me that they don't know where it is, they've never heard of it, even though it's on the website, even though it says it's in the store, even though I've checked on the application to see it's in the store and it's not there sometimes. However, on this occasion, it was in the store, and I went to go and check out Sandalwood 80ml, which was $12.99. And basically, this is according to Zara's website. It says there's a woody odor parfum. The scent reveals notes of bergamot, leather, and iris. It's a luminous, captivating, and warm fragrance. But it's called Sandalwood. Okay, so yes, I did do a review of that one. And for those that don't know, I didn't purchase it. I have actually a bottle of the Ambrox, which was the original type of bottles that came out. I think I had another one somewhere else, but I don't have it with me right about now. But these were the original ones that came out with the sprays on the top. So this is going back some time. Yeah. So what are my thoughts on this one? Now, I actually assumed there was some sandalwood in it, given the name, but based on the note breakdown on that alone, it doesn't seem to suggest that there does happen to be sandalwood, according to according to Zara's website. Now, when I actually sprayed it, guys, the opening smelled to me very similar to something else which I smelled before. So I don't know again if this is literally the same fragrance or just a variation, a slight twist of the fragrance. But if I just actually open another page now and I try and find the note breakdown of this fragrance, let's see if there's any similarities whatsoever. I suspect there could be, but we're just gonna go and check that at least for now. So the other fragrance that I suspect it smelled very similar to says it has a note breakdown of bergamot, incense, and argwood. Now, just going back to the original one of this sandalwood, it says it has a note breakdown of bergamot, leather, and iris. And this number one says it has incense, bergamot, and argwood. Argwood, by the way, I understand is another terminology for oud. For me, guys, it smelled like this. Okay, so it smelled to me like no different from this one, which is a vibrant leather oud. Not the biggest fan of it. Some people like it. It's one of those ones that it's personal choice, personal preference. It doesn't really do anything for me. So ultimately, guys, I'm not going to focus on this fragrance. But what I'm going to say is, when I sprayed this sandalwood version, it smelled to me like as if I was spraying. Actually, this one is just not necessarily heavy on the oud. That's really the note I got from it. That's really the sort of breakdown I got from it, unfortunately, guys. It didn't really give me much to work with. It didn't last for any particular length of time. It wasn't something that was really projecting off my skin. All I can say is, if you do imagine there's a sandalwood note in there, which may not necessarily be always reflected on the Zara's description, but it would be that type of creamy sandalwood note. The opening smells very much like this vibrant leather oud. And I think maybe the variation will come when it comes to the breakdown, in that where this one might go along the road of potentially, I believe there's it's in argwood or oud, and it takes it slightly more along down that side, which I still don't necessarily think. If oud is in this one, it's not particularly strong. But if it was going along the line of oud for vibrant leather oud, this sandalwood version seems to come along the lines of this slightly more creaminess in respect of the sandalwood in the dry down. Now, again, unfortunately, it was a skin scent to me. Probably within the first 10 minutes, there was nothing for me to take away. It didn't leave me with much to say by way of complexities, sillage, projection, next to nothing. And for those that know, again, of these particular type of fragrances, I'll even just give you an idea as to what this one actually says as well. So I know the bottles are new bottles, but I'm just trying to highlight for those that are new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. But this is what the previous bottles used to look like for these ones that you'll see now in the black 80ml bottles. So this one, again, the note breakdown was saying that it was an eau de parfum concentration, had cardamom, sandalwood, and violet. And it's saying it's basically like it's Ambrox, it was called. But the problem with this one, guys, I don't know if this is a scent where it's used for layering. I don't know if these scents are used for maybe there's some element in it, some E molecule in it or something like that, that's maybe do something with your pheromones. I really don't know, because to me they don't seem to necessarily give anything away. I'm struggling to smell it. Maybe if I put it on my skin, it could be a scenario where people smell something and they take away something from it without realizing. Because funny enough, this one is called 4,4-Ambrox. I'm assuming I would have thought it's like a form of ambroxan. But it says that this reveals notes of cardamom, sandalwood, and violet. Why would this one have sandalwood in it with that type of name? Yeah, the other one has the name on it, sandalwood, but has no sandalwood in it. Slightly confused on that one. Don't know, guys. You let me know in the comments if something I'm missing, totally missing on this one, or what it may be. But ultimately, guys, I just decided after smelling what this was the original one, as I say, this original one, the new ones that came out, there was nothing for me to purchase. And I think that's the only way I can do it now with these Zara fragrances. I can only purchase the fragrances that I would actually want to wear. I'm not going to just purchase a fragrance for the sake of purchasing it. I've got way too many of them now, guys. It's the point where it's just a nonsense. Once the algorithm kicks in and things starts taking off and all with the YouTube in the background going on, who knows, I'll try and use some of that AdSense and everything else to go and purchase this stuff, and it will help with the videos. But as it stands now, guys, this is all personally funded, and again, I can't spend my money on fragrances when I'm so disappointed to the extent that, again, I spray it in the store, it's a skin scent, and I have to come and, basically waste and give a company £13 to come and sit down, talk about it for 5 minutes, and then say that's the end of it, and never wear that fragrance again. After saying no night, after war no night, that was it. I decided after that I'm not going to be purchasing these fragrances anymore. So I don't mind doing the reviews, but hell no, can't spend money doing that stuff. But as I say, guys, sandalwood, all in all, to sum up for you, it smelled to me, the opening smelled like this one, which is Vibrant Leather Oud. There was nothing else going on, no longevity, no sillage, nothing to really talk about. These fragrances, guys, again, I don't believe they're built to last. I think that maybe these are layering fragrances that you might have in addition to another fragrance. But I really don't know. I don't know what the aim of it is. I mean, I'm just going to spray this on a wrist, but I couldn't even necessarily say. It smells okay, but you can see how close I have to literally come to check where it is, and that's after just spraying it. So this way I'm actually asking the question, maybe they're trying to put some molecules in these that it's going to give us something that maybe I can't pick up on it. I don't know, but I'm really sort of not sure where they're going with these fragrances anymore. And a lot of them, guys, Zara has a reputation for doing this. No, not knocking them. It's fine if you're new to this particular line of or range of fragrances that Zara have to offer. They basically will rehash previous fragrances in a new bottle and sell it again, and it makes sense during certain times of the year to go for that. But again, me personally, for those that are in it, for those that have been following me, guys, we're struggling. There's nothing there for me to talk about. This, even buying this fragrance, I think I bought this probably at Christmas time when it was on sale for like maybe £4 or something like that. That's the best it would probably be for me, because there's just nothing to talk about. You smell it literally there, and that's the end of it. If I were to spray this and want to go on a date, it just wouldn't do anything. It's like I've just had a shower and nothing else has happened. I couldn't even tell you when it would be appropriate to wear this particular fragrance, this sandalwood, or even wear this one, for instance. As I say, this one's got a slightly different type of thing going on. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's a slightly different sort of description to get into. But for these guys in the black bottles, all I'd say is just be cautious. I'm going to give you some advice. Check out some of the cheaper fragrances, maybe at $9.99. You might get a little bit more joy with something like Soul, for instance, like that. If they have San Francisco, if that's available in the store you're in, maybe check that one out. Some of those fragrances at $9.99, they may not necessarily appear as interesting, but I think you'll get a bit more bang for your buck, especially in respect of Blue Man Spirit or something along those lines, if you're in the Zara store. So by all means, guys, go and check them out. These ones in the black bottles, to say this is what the original bottle looked like. Again, I'm saying the same thing that I keep seeing on all these other videos, and same thing each time. Nothing seems to be changing. There's no projection, there's no sillage, there's no longevity, and the most you're gonna get is maybe a slight smell of something within that instance, and again, that's the end of it. So unless these are literally, in my opinion, and what I suspect they are, unless they're layering fragrances, unless maybe they're putting something in there which is gonna again give off some sort of I don't know, some sort of molecules in there to heighten some form of who knows what, some magic essence of some type of smell, which is fair enough. And there's a particular one which I want to say, and it's missing me now. It's just gone from the top of my head, and I want to call it molecule something, and it's not there. 1 second, guys. Molecule 01, there we go. So unless it's coming off in respect of molecule 01, and that's where they're trying to go with it, which could be what's happening, guys. I'll leave you guys to check out what that is. But if that's what they're trying to do, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't knock it. I don't know. But ultimately for me, guys, all I can say is, as it stands, little and nothing to really show. So go and check them out, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you purchased any of these ones from back in the day, or have you going to try and purchase the new ones? Let me know, guys, down below in the comments. Hopefully you give me a like if you do like the video and it saves you some money. And also, guys, one thing I want to say, you got to bear in mind as well, I'm in this YouTube thing, and again, it's a relatively new channel to some extent because it's only starting to build up its pace now. If you do like the videos, please do not watch a video and not give it a thumbs up. It does help us as well from our side of things if we're content creators, and especially for the little guys and everyone else, not just me, anyone else that you look on YouTube. Please give the channel a like and a thumbs up if you do watch the videos, because again, when it comes to AdSense, the algorithm, more people can see it, more people can then obviously chip in, and it helps us build more of a community for what we're doing. So if this has saved you some money and some time, by all means, please give it a thumbs up. Please do not forget to comment, like, and share even the video. Share the video. Share it with somebody else who's telling you about this fragrance, who's not had the chance to go and see it yet, or not had the chance to put their nose on it, but saying, that fragrance I want to go check out. Share the video and let them know, guys. So hopefully see you soon on the next video. Thank you very much for the comments, likes, and subscriptions. As always, we'll get into it in respect of the next video, because I want to touch on some stuff that I picked up pretty quickly over the last week, which were on sale in the UK. I'll let you guys know very shortly what we do next. Ciao.